How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another commentary track. This time it is Tyler here with the film Blank Check. We are going to be starting this one. In order to sync up the commentary track, just make sure you're getting to the end of the Walt Disney Pictures studio logo. So it's going to be the castle with the light going across it in the arc. Once that blue screen completely fades to black, press play. But for now, just press pause. Okay, so Blank Check is an interesting movie for especially 90's Disney because it feels like it is two separate script ideas kind of combined into one. Here, with this opening, you have a very, very dark, gritty 90's almost crime thriller akin to, I don't know, like Fatal Attraction, a John Grisham kind of storyline right here. This criminal on the run, you don't know what's going on, it's dark and stormy. It looks very adult, and then the other half of it is a kid just going on a shopping spree spending $1 million. It's two very different story ideas blended together in a very unusual way. I'll try to point out that as we go along. Because yeah, you could take any still image or like the music from this scene and tell me, oh yeah, this is from a kid's movie, I would call you a liar. Certainly a weird opening for a kids movie too, because you're just left wondering, who is this guy? What is he doing? As a child, I don't think I was picking up the fact that he is in a prison uniform, so he clearly just escaped prison. You can see the handcuffs that have been broken on his wrist. It's crazy. Here's our lead, Preston. Kind of got like a Jake Lloyd feel to him. So these guys are his older brothers and complete assholes. Look at this setup. They are, yeah, whatever. They're trying to build out this home business, and their setup is a 90's Mac computer. He does have a gigantic room for being one kid in there. He has like three desks set up. What a time. They have no idea what a computer is or how it works. Now everyone has one in their pocket. And I'm kind of on the side of this kid. I would lose my shit if this many people were walking around in my room. I know he's the kid and it's his parents' house and his family lives there, but five people trying to cramp around in my room would drive me up the fucking wall. There was the early AI voice too. I assume that was a computer voice and not an actor doing a computer voice. But it is a movie, so I wouldn't put it past them to just hire an actor to do a computer voice. Look at this group of 90s ass kids. Like, why would you go to this birthday party if everyone thinks you're a loser? Just don't show up, dude. This is a weird concept for an amusement park. It feels more like a carnival where most amusement parks like this, you're just buying the $40, $50 upfront ticket fee. You're not spending money on a roller to ride each individual roller coaster like this. That's some roller coaster tycoon business mentality right there. Charge them 10 to get in, $5 for the ride, $3 for the hamburger. How much are these rides that he can go on a bunch? If the roller coaster is 7 and you can't go on the swings, how much is that little flying airplane? How many tokens is that? Breaking down rides into tokens is weird. Was this like 2 tokens to go on this one? Don't these kids have anything better to do than just make fun of them all day? I love this trope. The person on the splash ride bridge that doesn't understand they're about to get wet. It has been done so many times, and it works every time. What are we eating? Why does it look like throw up? I mean, look at their house too. They are clearly not poor. This is upper middle class in the 90s. This place is a mansion. I was never this obsessed with money at his age. And this is another concept that a kid is not going to understand. Because in his mind, he's thinking like, "Oh shit, we could put what could I put on this? An $11 check? Are you high, Dad? Do do kids today even know what a check is? A paper check? I feel like this concept is completely lost on them now. Okay, yeah, that sucks. His room is now a cleaning closet. I didn't realize his brothers were doing cleaning as their job. They have toilet paper and cleaning products everywhere. That must make his room stink. I love the soundtrack to this movie though. It's kind of sick. See, it got all intense out of nowhere with the music and the camera and the lighting. It's This is a different movie we're walking into right now. So yeah, this is all pretty self-explanatory. In the movie as a kid, I knew he had a bunch of money. He accidentally gave the kid the blank check. Kid took all the money. Never really crossed my mind that he had done a bunch of crimes, stolen, doing like some embezzlement, maybe whatever he's talking about here. That just goes way over your head as a kid. This is where the movie gets a little problematic because like I said, the adult film concept is still very very prominent in this movie, but it's also a kid's story. So the bank teller starts dating the kid to figure out about the stolen money. It works perfectly fine if it's a man who gets all the money instead of a child. But yeah, it's like a leftover from the original script where a criminal had money, a man accidentally gets the blank check and takes the money, and then he's on the run from an adult man. So it's man versus man getting the money. Now it's a child versus adults with the stolen money, and it's very weird. Because right from the start, I don't buy this kid being completely infatuated with her. Don't get me wrong, she is pretty, but he doesn't seem like the kid who's old enough to like have those feelings for girls. Maybe if we saw a scene at the amusement park where he was like trying to flirt with a girl and it didn't work, this would work a little bit better, but he's just out of nowhere like, "Oh my god, a beautiful woman, I got to hit on her." So yeah, the movie does a very very good job of explaining how this insane concept can actually work. He's already made the plan with the specific bank teller, or with the bank manager, I should say. He's already told him like, "Hey, in 24 hours, expect a person to come in with my check that you're just now giving me." He didn't explain what the guy looked like, how old he was, just said his name is Juice. So yeah, of course, when the kid walks in with the blank check, he's gonna assume it was him. Tempted attempted murder on the child. First 10 minutes. All right. I love that guy. He is great as the bad guy in this movie. Yeah, this gotta suck for this dude. He's wanted for escaping prison. Now all these people are standing around because he almost hit a kid. See, it works. Everything makes sense. He was super panicked about the situation, quickly signed it, and bailed. And he completely forgets about it too. Later in the movie, he's like, "I didn't give a kid a check," and they're blaming these fuckers are the most inconsiderate, distant parents in a kids movie I've ever seen. He got hit by a car, and they don't care. They're blaming him, telling him he wrecked their bike, and then he's about to go missing for a few days, and they don't even notice or care. Luckily, I didn't have parents that were that money conscious and like stressed about spending that much, so I understand why it's kind of been rubbed off onto Preston here because he's just had to deal with his dad being a fiscal asshole his whole life. Time to hack the mainframe. Yeah, it's a good call that he happened to make the check worth exactly what the guy stole. He didn't do 500,000, he didn't do 5 million. The Acropolis font on a check would be crazy. Yeah, this check says it's worth $1 million in ancient Greek. And this was another thing I didn't understand as a kid, but it's such a baller move. Make the cash out to, or make the check out to cash. Yeah, instead of it being put into Preston, because yeah, you don't. As a kid, you're not understanding this. Instead of it going into the Preston Waters fund or like account, it is just going to be cashed out for $1 million now, which is what he wants, what the bad guy wants, what the bank manager was expecting. So it all works. 1993, when he wrote printed the check, I was like a year old. That's insane. So for any kids out there who think that they can write up a blank check and get this done, everything had to go right for this to work. He had to know the correct amount. He had to make it out for cash. He had to have it signed by that specific guy. Oh, and he's got to talk to this gremlin instead of Hot Shay. I'm getting a Green Gods vibe from her, and it's not because her last name is Udowitz. 'Udowitz. 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 ' And he also came at the exact right time too. That's the other big thing. And it's none of her goddamn business. It's his check. Somebody signed it, and she's t- trying to make it out like he's fucking around. Like, bitch, go cash my check. Me mugging me, you fat old cow. Juice? Again, yeah. When I'm watching this as a child, I'm not picking up that he's testing. He's like testing this kid. Who gave you? Is this the real deal? Am I supposed to be giving you the $1 million right now? And Juice is a funny name because yeah, that could be a kid. Kids love Juice. Yeah, because he's under the impression that he sent in a kid because it'd be the least suspicious kind of thing. So perfect. Yeah, this is super fun. The kid has no idea what's going on, but the bank manager thinks he's playing coy. It's really cute. Hoo baby, look at all that. And I never noticed too, he did change out the amounts because they were all hundreds, but now he's got like fives and 20s. Interesting. So yeah, it's gonna be way harder to. It's impossible to like track those kind of bills because they're not really tracking those. They track hundreds. Plus all the money being way smaller denominations like that, it makes that stack look so much fatter, baby. Damn, dude, $1 million is heavy. Like that shit is gonna be not light. Again, has no idea what that guy is talking about, but he's just playing coy and playing nice. And Tone Loc, he is great. Fantastic rapper, really good actor, amazing voice. Terrible shirt though. A shirt of license plates is so 90s. That is a dad on the beach shirt. Oh, look, listen to that voice. Yeah, the funny I don't know what you would call it, expressions, not understanding what they were meaning as a kid, but he's basically telling like, "Hey, the job's done. It's already taken care of." But I have no idea what he's saying. I just assume he's saying like funny, like nursery rhyme shit. Chicken bean in a pot. Yeah, what a that would be so nuts. To be like, no, what are you talking about? I just did it. The job just went down. What do you mean? He just lost $1 million. Bullshit. Okay, here we are. We got to get into it now. He's gonna start buying some stuff. No fucking way is this house that cheap. Kid just got $1 million. In today's market, this house would be worth like 3 million. So yeah, this it's gonna be a touchy subject as the movie goes along because he spends way too much. There's absolutely no way he can buy all the stuff he does with $1 million. I don't even think in 1993 money $1 million would go this far. I would love to do a breakdown and see the price of everything that is purchased in this movie and try to get like a spreadsheet going with modern inflation. 160,000, like there's no way. I'm pretty sure a house today would be like 300 grand, and that's just a regular 3 bedroom 2 bath kind of house. Wow. Okay, yeah, that was huge. I never picked up on that as a kid either. He just spent 100,000 more. Yeah, the kid practically just doubled what his starting offer was. Okay, so 300,000 already down the drain on the house. He's 30% in the hole. You paid way too much for it, but hey, you got a house. It's too bad no one explained the kid mortgage fees, taxes. I hit a kid with my car. Oh shit. And these guys going on the hunt for Preston lasts the entire movie until they end up just finding him at the end. Oh, it's because they interrogate the neighbor kid. That's right. But they constantly cut back to it, and I just want to see the kid spend money. I like the implication that no one as hot as Shay would ever work at a bank unless she was working undercover. It's either an undercover agent or you get Mrs. Udowitz. This is the best song in the whole movie. This rocks. This is full on 90s like Wall Street businessman soundtrack. I'd never realized, but that is probably intentional. Sorry, definitely Canadian. That was such a small stack. That was like $100. $100 to rent out this limo for the day. Okay, so 300 in the hole. Gave maybe 100, 150 to the limo driver there. Let's say, I don't know, couple hundred right there. Call it an even five, because if you spend $500 at a store like this, they'll treat you like royalty like that. Hell yeah, dude! This song rocks. This is actually a really good shopping spree scene in general. I think this is probably the best shopping spree of the '90s. What a fun time where '90s fashion and '90s gadgets and everything. It was a time of excess and money. Yeah, I remember going into some random like sporting goods store that had a basketball court in it like that. It was a great time to be alive. Whoo, I love ice cream, man. I don't think I could. No one could eat that much. That is a trash barrel full of ice cream. Like that is such fake ice cream. It would be melting everywhere. He's just eating whipped cream. Yeah, it's the convoluted reason a kid would come up with, like, oh yeah, Mr. McIntosh, he would want to spend his money, but he can't because he's too old. So I do it for him. Sure. I love he's wing manning from the front. Not for where I'm sitting, you aren't. You don't think it's weird that this kid is riding around in a leather jacket and a limo? Yeah, no shit. Here's another couple 100,000 right here. Jesus. Yeah, I would love to see the breakdown of all this stuff. A truck full of cookies. What a nightmare day for filming. This many bodies and trucks and boxes. Oh god. A slide maybe 5,000. You got to imagine he spent half his money already. No one finds it odd that there is no Mr. McIntosh anywhere. It's just this kid doing everything. So yeah, the kid is pretty business savvy and can do all this stuff, but he I don't know. His brothers have a business to make money. I don't know why he didn't try that. All of this, yeah, he's probably spent at least 600 grand by now. He must have had a blast on set though. He just gets to play around and mess with really expensive stuff all day. What is he tracking with these graphs? His businesses? So who mixed in the marked FBI bills, I wonder? Was it Shay? Because I guess it was a sting operation from the beginning. They knew Biederman was doing some shady shit. So yeah, maybe she mixed in some of those when she was breaking it down and making the bill smaller. Cool idea for the wall of TVs, but it's not working the way that they want it to. Yeah, not only is it a kid doing all the business of Macintosh, but Macintosh is buying a bunch of shit a kid would want. No one's questioning that. I mean, obviously the limo driver knows, but no one else. That is definitely the sickest pool floaty I've ever seen. I would love to buy one of those. Doing some spy shit with that camera girl? Or is that how cameras looked back then? Yeah, this doesn't seem weird to you, lady. Who does she think Macintosh would be if this random kid is this trusted by him? He does all of his financial stuff. What kind of person would let a child do that? He's a great character. It is weird that he is best friends with this kid, but they hang out all day. This kid doesn't have any friends except this guy, and he's a good friend. Little snackaroo. Yeah, he treats him like a person and a friend. He's not. He's definitely just hanging out with him because the money's good, but he's not in it for the money. Clearly, that would have been a fun thing to explore in the kids film side of it. Is he has all this money and he starts like spending it and getting friends and being popular and having parties, but then he realizes like the money was what they wanted, not him. But he realized, oh, the limo driver I've been hanging out with the whole time, he just wants to hang out with me. He's my friend. They don't really do that though. They just make criminals try to kill him. Another weird thing where to get his parents off his back, he makes him think he makes him think that he's gonna actually do something with his dad's financial plans. Like, what a little shit liar. Yeah, so weird. Yeah, why are you letting your kid be so weird? They all just accept it. Yeah, there's like they don't question this kid's involvement with an adult man that no one's heard of or met. How old is he that his parents are fine with him having a job also? He's gone all day every day at Mr. McIntosh's house and they don't question or care. Was this before stranger danger stuff? Cuz no way in hell is a parent going to let their child go to work for a man that they've never met all day every day. Oh, and this Macintosh has a kid palace where kids love to hang out. That's not raising any extra red flags. Yeah, you're supposed to be handling all of his finances, kid. Stop entertaining this lady. You are giving him fuck me eyes and they're inappropriate questions, more like it. If a 10-year-old starts asking a woman, "What's the shortest guy you've ever dated?" Walk away. He's never met me, Preston. How can this man be thinking about me if he's never met me? Because, yeah, walking by, you just pick, oh, that's cute. A mom and her son out together for dinner. And that bitch is already wearing that necklace that she said she couldn't accept. How awkward for this lady to have this romantic scene with this kid while all of these people are watching from the side. Like, water's going all over her. She's getting soaked. It's going up her legs. And this could be cute if the movie wasn't telling me that it's a romantic moment between the two because the kid loves her. But again, it could just be two people like having fun. This kid who never had friends is has money, so he's able to like more adults are paying attention to him, and he's starting to become friends with adults. But I don't know. It's weird that it's a romantic date. And you're not noticing the bank teller is with him. You don't notice the hot bank teller that works for you. You are a little kid, Preston. Shut up. At least she's playing this well right now. She's acting like she doesn't really seem interested, and she shouldn't be. She just needs info on Macintosh. Don't say that. Don't call it a date. Just say, okay, it's a deal. I'll be there. Don't make it weird. You were playing it totally fine earlier, but like, okay, yeah, I'll meet you if Macintosh is there. I only care about Macintosh, but now you're flirting. You're flirting with a child. Stop flirting with the child. Leave. And another song other than the triumphant romantic music. And don't linger on her thinking about the boy. Come on, guys. This is a child and a woman. They cannot be romantically infatuated with each other. I do love the soundtrack, though. I know I've said it before, but this is some really, really good music. Style. Yeah, girlfriend should not be on your list, man. A, you have not shown any interest in girls other than Shay before. And B, she is a grown woman way out of your league. And C, she's only interested in you because you stole money. We still haven't met him, right? Look at the size of this house. How are these people who have to scrape by with their funds afford that? He's not standing in the right place for the batting cage either. He is standing right in the middle. The balls will be coming right at him. That thing is not on and he's not playing anything. Why and again, why is everyone always going to this kid for answers? If I was the adult doing business, I would be like, "Hey man, I'm done talking to you about this shit. I need to speak to Macintosh or I'm leaving." Why did you hire her, kid? Why did you make it Macintosh's birthday and not your birthday? You have the money. You can they'll do whatever you want, kid. If you're the one in charge, they will make it a Preston party. The worst ADR job I've ever seen in a movie. Damn, when I was spending all my money, maybe I should have bought some friends. I definitely wouldn't have spent all my money as fast as Preston would. One, I wouldn't have bought a fucking house day one, and I wouldn't waste all my money on most of that crap. They were really struggling to find him earlier in the movie. They found him two times in the last day. The first time they found him, they weren't even meaning to find him that night. And this, he's at a park and they just happened to find him in a massive park. This is a cool shot though of them chasing the kid. This is where the movie gets a little too serious. They try to make it kid friendly by not shooting at him, but they are trying to kill this kid. If they really wanted their money, they would just pull out a gun and shoot this kid in the middle of the road and take it. Oh, idiot! Left the backpack. Yeah, this is a crazy intense action scene for a kids movie. Oh, that's nasty. That is not where his backpack got dropped. His backpack was dropped on a pile of rocks earlier. Yeah, but this is in the middle of a field now. And how much money did that guy just pocket? His backpack is looking pretty full still, but he has like no money left. Did they put the 20 on the ground as like a bait to get that kid in? I don't know, Preston. You probably should have found out how much it would cost before you agreed to it all. If I was Preston, I would immediately go into money tracking mode because he already blew an extra 100,000 on the house, so he can't just be spending willy nilly. He seems to be he seems to be business savvy, so I don't know why he's not keeping better track of his money he's spending. These guys have no shot. Preston has no shot, but they definitely have no shot. Well, also it would be illegal if she went for the little kid, so of course she wants the man. Does this movie not realize Preston is 11 years old? He's looking like goddamn Batman up there. Hey, weirdo, come down and enjoy the party. Not your friend at all. Then you should have invested it in it. Yeah, his character is the best in the movie because he just basically he told you the theme, the meaning of everything. It's Preston is a fool with gold, and they are now parted. Everyone needs a friend like Art in their life. No touchy. Hey, bitch, don't you know who I am? I'm Preston fucking Waters. This is my party. I mean, I've seen Shay. Her hair doesn't look like that. Did you forget what your girlfriend looks like already? So yeah, Preston's walking around saying that this party sucks. It's his party. He hired the party planner. Oh, he just told him like he I know that the money is yours, and the kid didn't even hear him. And he knew too, like he went to go get the ice cream because he knew this party's about to blow up in this kid's face, and he's gonna have the worst night of his life. So I'm gonna cheer him up with a big tub of ice cream later. So by this point, this kid has already spent over $900,000. Jesus, he spent so much on a security system. Why'd you spend 20,000 on a security system? You idiot. How are you just now realizing this? You're supposed to be Mr. Business Savvy. And I didn't even notice. Man, this movie got me choked up too. It is kind of out of nowhere, but everyone is learning their lesson all at once, which is nice. That was really, really sweet. Man, his dad fucking booked it out of that place. Don't you live down the block? Your dad walked from your house to Macintosh's house. You live 3 houses down, dude. Just walk home. Maybe explain things a little bit better, Shay, than tell him that Mr. McIntosh is dealing with stolen money and he's in danger. This doesn't make any sense either. She lost her surveillance van. So yeah, where did his parents go tonight? Did I miss that his dad was saying that they were like going out? Did they go out for dinner on Preston's birthday because he wasn't home? Who are all these people and why did they show up to this party? Who's this kid? Like this is a suburban neighborhood and all these people showed up like it's a LA club party. Were they business people trying to I don't know. The I have no idea who this crowd of randoms is. And I guess that's the point. Preston doesn't know. They are just rich people that take advantage of other rich people. They could be poor people that take advantage of rich people. Who knows? Yeah, maybe buying an arcade worth of games wasn't the best move for money spending. Half of them I don't even think he played. Well, that would be stupid to break all this stuff because it's worth something. Even these guys bought that there was a Macintosh. The guy gave the kid the money. The kid has the money. You didn't even have it for a week. That is crazy. And the other problem is that Macintosh kind of burned all the bridges by having this party, not being seen by anyone. I'm sure at this point, when he comes out as like, "Hey, I'm Mr. Macintosh," people can be like, "Ah, fuck you, Mr. Macintosh, you suck." The editing is dumb there. They made it look like they got down there just as quickly as him going down the slide. So Biederman here and Tone Loc as Juice, they feel pretty kid film esque. So they're like bumbling and goofy enough to be bad guys in a kids movie like Home Alone, but Quigley is just a straight up bad guy. He's plucked from a completely different movie. Him and Shay are the two characters that definitely don't fit in anything. This is so dumb. Just take off the helmet, my guy. What are you doing? Guess one down because he doesn't know how to take off a headset. Another super stupid one. Just walk away, dude. It's shooting at one spot. Just get out of there. Walk away from the strike zone. There's a gate right there. And there's really no other comedic slapjink or hijink slapstick stuff like this in the rest of the movie. So this kind of comes out of nowhere too. So yeah, for this bad guy, they definitely had a cool idea using the gadgets of how to like capture this guy because his is very involved and very crazy. The other guys, I think they just thought of at the last second, like we got to get Juice taken care of. So I don't know, just throw him in the batting cage and throw some balls at him. Beat him in. I don't know, just throw the VR headset on him and make him freak out. But this one actually is cool. They lock him in the ball, push him around with the cart, and then shoot him into the air. How the hell did he get up in that goddamn tree? And okay, the editing is all over the place. He punched him so hard he was able to get out of the tree, undo the bungee thing, and then run over and click it in. Come on. I didn't say it earlier though, but this is his best outfit out of the whole movie. This suit is sick. The suit top definitely needed to lose the waiter flaps in the back, but for the most part, this was his most fly outfit. And speaking of fly outfits, we're about to send this dude flying. Yeah, that one was way crazier than the other two. And this is very stupid for Quigley to come out and say Macintosh because obviously the FBI is looking for him. I don't know why. I don't know why he would come out and say, "Yeah, what did you think? What? Why would the FBI be asking who's Mr. Macintosh unless they were trying to arrest him?" All they need to do is come clean about what actually happened. We accidentally gave this kid $1 million. He made up the persona Macintosh, and then I tried to take it over. Would that be less of a sentence? But I mean, he still escaped prison and stole the money in the first place. No, it should stay like that, Shay. Don't be saying that the date was more than just her job. In 6 years, he'd be 17, Shay. Come on. This is weird. Don't kiss him. Don't do this. She just made an agreement that she'll meet him when he's 17. She'll be in her like 30s probably. What the fuck? That's what we call a groomer. It's ice cream. What recipe do you need to get right? It's ice cream with whipped cream and sprinkles. And it all went to waste. And that pisses me off. I love ice cream, and they are going to waste that entire thing. Those guys were great. Their dynamic, the whole movie, is really, really good. Yeah, you better not let that ice cream go to waste. I don't care if it gave me stomach problems and diarrhea for a week. I would eat that whole thing. And Preston, I'll just level with you. The cops definitely told me what happened, and we know you're Macintosh and you stole all the money. So as long as you learned your lesson. Again, why is everyone hanging out in his room? Imagine coming home, walking into your bedroom, and your whole family is standing in there with your birthday cake singing you happy birthday. Can we move out to the living room or the kitchen, please? All right. That was Blank Check. It's a weird one. It is kind of tonally all over the place. The romance between Shay and Preston is definitely questionable and remains questionable at the very end where she says she'll meet him again when in 7 years when and he's 11. Oh no, I guess he just turned 12 at the no. It was his birthday. Was he turning 12 or 11? That's going to be the defining factor. Still, it is weird and she is grooming this child saying we'll meet when I'm older and you're older and it's legal. So, that's weird. The money spending is a lot more accurate than I remember it being. He does get through it super fast and spend way too much of it on crap. I still don't think he could buy all of that stuff and with $1 million today. The house alone would be $2-3 million. But all in all, it is a great time capsule of 90s culture. It is 90s fashion, 90s gadgets, 90s spending. It is perfect. This music is 90s as hell. It was a great time. Hopefully, you enjoyed this commentary track. If you have any movies you'd want to see recorded in the future, just comment below. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye.